Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel like chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. Cause the love you give, it can't be replaced. See, no one else can do like you do. That's why I don't mind spend my life with you. I won't please you in any way I can. I wanna share my world, don't you understand? Love is on one in a million. It goes on and on.
Rising Divine Family, it is Markeem the Queen, and today we are back to speak about doing more of what makes you happy. So I realize that a lot of the decisions that we make, a lot of our opportunities and chances that we take, it's a lot of times based off of external factors and not internal. We have to realize that internally, we are what contributes to our happiness at all times. We are the ones who have to go above and beyond. We are the ones that have to put us first. So we got to make sure that we prioritize that happiness and put things in place as to where we're not just always allowing life to feel like we got to be on the go or got to be doing something different. That we take some time to sit back and analyze what lessons we have been through, what things we are having to approach, how we have approached things in the past, and the way that we need to approach them now. Utilize your intuition as your guidance tool to help you get to that happiness. And a lot of times we'll say, I just want to get back to that old happy me. But in reality, when we transition, it's meant for us to get to a different level of happiness. It's meant for us to get to a newer level of profound happiness that, again, literally resonates with the new person, 111 on the phone, with the new person that we are, with the new change that we have created within ourselves. Because in life, we are supposed to be growing. In life, we're supposed to elevate. And in order to elevate, I have to change. Old keys cannot unlock new doors. So what I'll have to do is continuously prioritize my happiness. Now, that does not mean that every day will be an amazing day, okay? That does not mean that every day will be sunshine and rainbows, because life will still life. They never said the weapons wouldn't form, just that they wouldn't prosper. And in those moments, we need that energy of knowing ourselves, knowing our happiness, knowing what makes us happy, so that if we ever were to steer off the path, or if we were to get off track, we can easily get ourselves back on that path. We can easily put ourselves back into the energy of knowing where we are going, knowing where we are headed, and keeping our eyes on the prize. Because life will send you instances and situations that are easily able to get you out of place, that are easily able to overwhelm you and make you feel that you are in the wrong place or feel like you need to be doing something different. But in reality, there are seasons for a reason. At some points in life, we need to take those moments to chill. At some points in life, we need to have those moments where we sit back and analyze what's going on. We need to be able to embrace life for where it currently is. A lot of times we think that the spectrum of emotions only ranges with emotions like joy and happiness, but there are also emotions such as sadness, grief, rage, anger. We need to become emotionally aware so that we know how to deal with these things instead of trying to suppress them and then wonder why our feelings, or why sometimes we may have these out of place, out of whack emotions, and we don't know where they come from. We just feel out of place for the day. Nothing has happened. But that's because there are so many minuscule emotions that have built up to create this overall feeling. So again, I emphasize on making sure that you prioritize your day and your life around you, not just because you need some money, not just because you want to make people happy, not just because you have a good heart. No, do things that resonate with you more. Do things that make you feel good. Do things that feel genuine to your energy and allow you to know that you are advancing. Okay? Again, you can schedule your time around your day. See, the thing that I used to do, and I realized this about myself, I used to try and force myself to go hard every single day. And then I would realize that I would be overwhelmed, I would be exhausted. It was that I needed to schedule my time correctly. So it wasn't that I wasn't doing the right thing. It was just that I was over-giving myself, overextending my energy, and not pouring enough back into me. So now what I've been working on doing is scheduling time, doing things according to what I feel. If I feel that I have that energy for that day and it contributes to my happiness, then let's do it. Let's get up. And I also have days where I pull myself out. But then again, I also have my days where I allow myself to just exist. where I allow myself to just overcome the challenges of life and sit with myself in stillness and silence and listen. And if you are technical, then you know that silent and listen are the same words, just jumbled up, okay? So when you sit back and you are aware of the things, then you realize that you can learn a lot, 444, and that you are guided, okay? You will realize that you will learn a lot from your own internal conflict. And a lot of times we'll say it's me versus me, but we don't really understand the depth of the battle, okay? That battle isn't to self-sabotage. That battle isn't to make you feel like you aren't ahead of the curve or you aren't further than you used to be or that you're in the same spot. No, that battle is to show you your strength. That battle is to pull you out of your comfort zone and allow you to see that you were always doing it. It was always you. It's giving Ace of Cups energy, that self-love, that self-empowerment, knowing that you are able to overcome all challenges, no matter where you find yourself in life, no matter what things may be occurring in your life, no matter what you may be going through. And right now, again, with all of these retrogrades that we have going on, it is a lot of financial matters that are coming into play for a lot of people and making people feel as though they have a bad life. Listen, at this moment right now, you are being shown how to discipline yourself in all aspects. In what ways do you need to slow down? In what ways do you need to give more to yourself? In what ways do you need to stop being a people pleaser? In what ways do you give too much of yourself and then not have enough left for you? Okay, all of these things are things that we really need to distinguish within our lives while we are going through these phases and realize that, again, we are in a time right now of transitioning. Transitioning is great because after you go through the challenges, and it's giving Six of Swords energy as well, the calm after the storm, because after you go through the challenges, after you learn all the lessons, you begin to see why you had to go through those situations. And it's like in the moment, again, sometimes we're not able to see the bigger picture because life be lifing, okay? Life be lifing, and we got to be able to see through the fog and know that all of this is serving the purpose of elevating me to that higher level, elevating me from my comfort zone and pushing me more into that uncomfortable space, but in the space of me learning and growing and acknowledging that, damn, at one point I was in this energy, but now look at me. I'm soaring, I'm flying, Fool energy, the Fool card energy. Okay, that brand new renewal, that newness for life, that adventure, spontaneous like energy, wanting to know that you can take life on by its horns and not feeling like things will stand in your way. Okay, but I'm gonna go ahead and get some of this tarot out to see what the message is for today. As y'all know, what we do is we start off with a general message, and then I get the tarot messages. So let's see. Choices with the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. And look, choices in regards to financial matters. Seven of Pentacles reversed. Spirit guides, angels, and ancestors of the highest, most positive white light. Ace of Swords. Facts, okay? Give me 6 cards for guidance, clarity, and motivation for my collective. 6 cards for guidance, clarity, and motivation for my collective for the day, Spirit. Knight of Swords, impulsive energy, also saying don't act too fast. Allow things to happen naturally. The Knight of Swords is a very impulsive energy, does things at the spirit of the moment, very in and out. Also could be repetitive cycles that you have been encountering. And right now, a lot of people are being asked to acknowledge, where do you find yourself on the spectrum of those cycles? Why does it continuously happen? Let's see. 5 more cards, Spirit. Oh, 2 of Pentacles. Again, that challenge, juggling, trying to balance out life, trying to balance things out, trying to bring a, look, 10 of Wands. It's like with this 2 of Pentacles, trying to make things work, okay? Trying your hardest to balance these things out, okay? To make things come into play. If you've been feeling like you've been having to rob Peter to pay Paul, or if you've been feeling like, again, you've been having to give more than you've been receiving back. And it's like that has been overwhelming. That is overwhelming, taking on the burden for so many other people, taking on so many burdens, and then you being the person at the end of the day that has to be the strong one, the survivor, let me tell you. It's a choice. I'm telling you. Y'all heard me say the Lovers. It is a choice. The Lovers means a choice. Now, don't get me wrong. It talks about relationships, partnerships, and all of those things. But as well, it is a choice, okay? The choices that we make directly contribute to what we will, the energy we will receive tomorrow, period. So we got to decide to, choose things that, again, contribute to our happiness. Choose things that make us feel good. Choose things that don't make us feel weighed down or confused or imbalanced, period. 2 more cards for guidance, clarity, and motivation. Look, confusion, illusion, being all in the mind. What did I say? You versus you. In the Two of Swords, that talks about the mental conflict, feeling stuck, but needing to be guided, okay? Feeling like you don't know what's going on. The moon in this card as well tells me that, and with that water, tells me that there are emotions that are rising to the surface that have to be dealt with, and that may be heavy also. It's emotions that are thank you, Spirit. Come on. With the moon and the sun at the bottom of the deck, again, these shadows from the past, these traumas that you have not fully embraced or that you have suppressed are now rising to the surface to bring you that happiness again. You are being relieved of the traumas, of the secrets, of the shadows of the past, the things that you may not even know subconsciously have a hold on you, in order to bring you back to that childlike spontaneity, okay? In order to bring you back to that sunshine, because see, what happens is the sun illuminates light. The sun is here to shed the light on the shadows of the past, period. What did I just say with this card? It's those shadows from the past that have been leaving you feeling stuck. It's those things that have not been embraced that actually have been leaving you feeling left out, or like you not in the right place, like you need a upgrade, like things have not been, look, star card, like things have not been going in your favor, or like you've been left out in the cold. Again, the only reasoning that has been happening is because Spirit is wanting a lot of us to overcome the challenges and set more boundaries, be more intentional in the things that we do. Don't allow people to walk over top of you. Thank you, Spirit. Look, hold up. Ace of Cups with the Ace of Swords. And I'm going to put that right there just because of the fact that it's like Spirit is saying, again, be truthful with yourself. Give yourself the clarity. You already know what it is intentionally and internally that you want. You already know where you want to go. Don't allow these external factors to stand in your way. Don't allow yourself to stay so much in your mind that you don't make any moves, okay? Allow yourself to advance through the challenges and continue to go. You are a warrior with this 10 of Wands energy. You are a warrior. You have overcome so many obstacles, and you have the strength to overcome this one. Realize that this is taking you to the next level. You are being stripped down, okay, star card energy. Stripped down of your ego to be built up in your spirit, to allow yourself to be your most vulnerable self and attract more of the lights that deserve to be around you, that have the same energy as you, not that will deplete you, not energy vampires that will take from you and not give back. It's time for you to receive at some point. You are always the person that pours with nothing in return. Now it's time to pour into your own pond, give to you, and allow yourself to continuously grow through. 1221 on the timing when I said that, okay? We have to be willing to prioritize, again, our happiness. We have to be willing to prioritize our peace. We have to be willing to give off that same love to ourselves that we are willing to give off to the world, period. Okay? And what ways are you holding yourself back? In what ways are you giving more to others than you are giving to you? And what ways are you allowing yourself to honestly elevate or ascend on a different level, changing the narrative, flipping the way that you used to be? Look, aligning your life. What is not aligned or needs to change, period. Take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off of the treadmill. What did I tell you? It's okay for you to slow down. Releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Wow. And at the bottom of the deck, what are you clinging on to? Okay, so we go, and again, this message already, before I even read them from the actual Oracle book, it's already given exactly what I stated. Align your life, take a break, unbound, and the crumbling. So things are falling away for a reason. Situations are not falling through or not coming to completion for a reason, because Spirit is asking for us to take a break and analyze what things are not working. Where could there have been faulty foundations where things seem like they are crumbling or being released from your life? Excuse me. Thank you, Spirit. If things have been built on a faulty foundation, then what will happen is Spirit will not allow you to continue with the foundation that is not authentic. So right now, again, it's like basically being torn down to be built up anew in a sturdy firm way so that you don't have to worry about it crumbling down anymore. So that your foundation is so together that, again, you are able to continue to just build without worrying about the crumbling. Okay? Let's get it. It says, align your life. Hold on, got to find it, 34. What is not aligned or needs to change? What in your life is no longer in alignment with who you truly are? We are cyclic beings in a constant state of change, of evolution, of growth. Change is one of the only certainties of life. When you resist your cyclic nature, you resist life and feel stuck. What was I telling y'all? Two of Swords energy. Many of us have learned to be who the world wants us to be. Hello. But there comes a time when it is harder to hold on to this facade than it is to embrace who we truly are. To surrender to how we have changed and align life to that way of being. If you pull this card, you are being called to let go of who you once were or the things that you once defined yourself by. The job, the relationship, and the mask you wore, and to embrace who you truly are now. To courageously step into the person that you came here to be in full authenticity. To embrace your weirdness and your uniqueness. Perhaps you have outgrown some relationships or circumstances, and it is time to reassess and bring all the parts of your life into alignment so that they are congruent with who you truly are today. And that's contributing to, again, making your happiness matter. And when I said it's not about us trying to get back to that old happiness of who we were, it's about us finding that newly found happiness with the new changes that we have engaged in, with that new discernment that we are able to use, the new energy that we have run into. We have now transformed from those old people, and this new cycle is engaging us to do things in a different way, okay? Again, old keys will never unlock new doors. So allow yourself to elevate and grow. Take a break when you need to. Do what it is that makes you feel supported, guided, assisted within your journey, okay? Take a break is number 82. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. It's okay to take a break and enjoy your creations. To take a moment from your busy schedule. To get off the treadmill of life. To appreciate and acknowledge all that you have created, achieved, released, or experienced before rushing on to the next thing. See, taking some time. To be in the moment and enjoy where you are. To take a breath and regather your mind, body, and spirit. To recalibrate, appreciate, and celebrate. To decide on what you really want to experience next. If you take a moment, you are not going to miss out. Perhaps you have just completed a big project, manifested something significant in your life, released an old way of being, or just been burning the candle at both ends. What I told you, you can end up having a burnout. Now is the time to take some time out before rushing on to the next thing. You did it. Enjoy yourself and recalibrate. Go on vacation, book a massage, take long walks in nature, go away for a rejuvenating weekend to recharge and replenish. That's saying take some time out for yourself. You have been fighting the fight for so long that you have forgotten that life is not just about the battle. Life is about enjoying. The joy is in the journey. And we think so hard about the destination that we forget that the joy is in the journey. We forget that the happiness is in me actually making these experiences and learning new things while doing that. We forget that life only gives us lessons and blessings so that at all times I'm honestly growing. I'm honestly advancing, period. Unbound, 108. Releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. And that's, again, what I was feeling from this energy of, when I said before I even started reading the cards, I was saying, that we were releasing a lot of things that no longer served us, okay? A lot of things that are not pouring into you the way that you need to be poured into, okay? Let's see. It is time to release old soul stories that have been playing out in your life. They are coming up to be healed. There has never been a safer time to clear these patterns than right now. What did I say with that moon in the back of this car, y'all? I said the traumas that are coming up, okay? Things are rising to the surface. Emotions, because I see the water, are rising to the surface and it's leaving you in your head. Swords are in your head energy. It's like thoughts. It's like, you know what I mean? Airy. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like, that is arising right now so that you can work through it. Not for you to, oh, wow, I just realized also we got 2 of Swords and 2 of Pentacles. So a lot of 2s here as well could be letting you know that you are not alone, that there are people assisting and supporting you. Also, 2 speak about partnerships. So that could be talking about being willing to ask for help, because with this Lovers card, again, when I see the Lovers, I think about partnerships, not just about relationships. I think about that in the sense of being able to ask for help, being able to assist or get assistance with certain things. And also that could be releasing soul patterns with people from your past also. Okay? Take a look at patterns in your life that you are ready to release. Ancient vows and contracts that your soul made that have an expiry date. It could be a vow of silence or chastity or poverty. It is time to unwind from them. This is the life in which you free yourself from traumas of lives past. What old ways of being have an expiry date? When you name them, you claim them, and they stop holding power over you. When acknowledging these old patterns, it is also important to acknowledge how they have served you up until now. For example, a soul pattern of playing small, caused by a soul fear of being seen or sharing your voice, would have served you by keeping you safe in order to grow. You now need to soften by receiving and calling in support. What did I just say? It is time to unbind from the old ways of being that are no longer sustainable. And that's saying a lot of times, this message that I'm getting behind this is also the message that I was giving yesterday. It's okay for you to need help. It's okay to need assistance. You don't always have to do it alone. You don't always have to be that strong person that everybody sees you as always getting it done. So you do that. No, right now is a time where you can ask for help. 21 on the time. You can ask for help. It's old ways of thinking, and we got to get rid of those things so that we can balance out. We all need somebody at the end of the day. So allow yourself to grow and be willing to ask people, because now you are in a different stage. So yes, maybe at one point in time in life, you weren't able to ask people for things. You weren't able to go to people for help. You felt like every time you asked for help, you got pushed to the side, or like things were not, nobody could help you, or you were always at square one, and you always have been that person to help people. But now what Spirit is letting you know that you have worked through those old traumas. You have worked through those old trials and tribulations. So you are attracting from a different space. Okay. Now you are able to attract people that honestly do the same things that you do, that reciprocate the same energy, that are as helpful as you are. That when you are down, they will be able to be your crutch just as well as you do, and vice versa. So stop holding on to that old way of thinking, nobody will be here or nobody will have my back. I can't ask nobody for nothing anyway because they're not going to have it, or they're not going to be there. 22 on the time. And what did I just say? 2s. Okay? 2s. What did I just say? I'm telling you, it's time to be willing to ask for assistance. It's time to be willing to say, I don't have it all together. I'm not perfect. And we're not meant to be perfect. What we're meant to do is be authentic and allow authentic people just like us to resonate with us, to see our character. But if I'm already afraid of being vulnerable, of opening up out of fear that other people will just use that to their advantage, then guess what? I block myself off from receiving that genuine energy. I block myself off from receiving the help from people doing what they should do for me, because when they try to, or when Spirit is sending somebody as my blessing, I'm automatically thinking like, oh, well, I don't want nobody to feel like they did nothing, or they have something to say afterwards. So I would say, oh, no, you're good, or I got this. But in reality, I have to be receptive to help. I have to be receptive to help. So what are you clinging on to? Clinging on to the old ways of thinking, clinging on to pessimism, thinking that everybody has bad intentions, or that thinking that everybody has a hidden agenda, that they need something from you at the end of the day, when in reality, some people only need for you to be your most authentic self. Some people only want to grow with you because they know the same feeling of how it is to grow alone. And they know also that there are genuine people, that you are able to be your most vulnerable self, right? Your most authentic self, and attract from that presence. And and attract more of what you want. Abundance, money, health, wealth, good people, whatever it is that you want in your life. So if we feel that things are not aligning the way that we want them to, what we need to do is sit back and be self-aware and see, where am I playing a part in this situation? Why am I finding myself back into this scenario? Because it cannot just be the person, because I find myself in that same situation just with a different person. So if the situation keeps popping up in different people, then at some point I have to sit back within myself and say, okay, where do I need to work on this? What things do I need to overcome? Where was I not seeing the actual lesson within this challenge at this moment? Period. And the last one we got, y'all, is the crumbling. Let's see. 40. What are you clinging on to? There's a shift happening right now where anything inauthentic can no longer survive. Thank you, Spirit. Relationships, jobs, social structures, anything built, what I said, anything built on a faulty foundation. It says anything built on shaky ground is destined to tumble down. It's happening to bring you back home to who you truly are, both individually and to society as a whole. So you can live a life that is in alignment with who you truly are. Now, what was the first card we had? Align your life, right? I'm telling you, it always resonates. And then we ending off with this one. When you're in the thick of it, it can feel like a personal attack from the universe. Have faith, because the difficult times will be your defining moment. You will be reborn into the fire. You are being called to surrender, to stop trying to hold it all together, to loosen your grip, to let the crumbling occur. It may be difficult at first, but in the end, the sooner you let go, the sooner the rebirthing will occur. What are you trying to hold together? What are you doing your best to avoid? How are you trying to pretend everything is okay? You have what it takes to allow what is falling away to tumble and fall. Once the tower has crumbled, you will be able to rebuild your home on solid ground with mighty foundations and a view that is so magnificent that it will take your breath away each new morning. Kali, the goddess of destruction, and the Black Madonna are with you now. Lay it all on the altar. They can hold it all. Don't resist the transformation. Okay? What that is saying is surrender to the divine. Judgment energy. Surrender to the divine and allow yourself to be guided. Okay? The divine will never steer you wrong, and all you have to do is listen to your internal GPS, and it will continue to show you where you are going. And even if you don't know, okay, even if you have no vision, even if everything is seeming clouded and you don't know your next steps, understand that you are meant to feel that way, because the divine lives in the energy of uncomfortability, of uncertainty, not knowing what is next. And in order to do that, guess what? You will have to take that leap of faith, okay? So stop living in fear, because fear is only false evidence appearing as being real, and know that your mind, your positive thoughts, and the way that you think is what can honestly change your life, okay? That's all I got for y'all today. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. And I want to leave y'all with saying, believe there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and believe that you might be that light for someone else. Peace.